Imagine the moment you realize that everything you've been taught about wealth isn't entirely accurate. That success and happiness aren't just about accumulating more stuff, bigger paychecks, or accolades. In fact, what if I told you that the pursuit of wealth as we know it might be backwards? What if the very mindset that so many of us adopt, the one of unending hustle, stress, and competition, was preventing us from living the life we truly desire? What if I told you the key to abundant wealth and deep contentment isn't in what you gain, but in what you learn to let go of? This is the ancient wisdom of Buddhism, but don't mistake it for something irrelevant to your life today. The truth is, Buddhism offers powerful insights on how to not only live a peaceful life, but to master the financial freedom you've always dreamed of. Buddhism doesn't tell you to abandon ambition or wealth. It teaches you to redefine both. Let's look at some of the core Buddhist principles and break them down, making them practical for a person just like you, someone striving for financial independence, living with integrity, and achieving a rich, fulfilling life. Let's go back to the foundation of Buddhism, the Four Noble Truths. If you've heard of Buddhism, chances are you've heard of these truths. But here's where we're going to flip the script on you. The Four Noble Truths aren't just philosophical ideas, they're a playbook for life. They provide not just spiritual guidance, but a roadmap for financial success and freedom. Life is suffering. Now hold on a second. I know you're thinking, this sounds depressing, but hear me out. What the Buddha meant by suffering wasn't just the obvious: loss, pain, death. It's also the suffering that comes from our endless desires, our dissatisfaction, our attachment to more. That constant need for just a little bit more can leave us feeling unfulfilled, no matter how much we accumulate. You've probably had that feeling yourself. You hit a financial milestone, you get the job or the house or the car. You think, this is it, I'm happy. But the happiness is fleeting, isn't it? The excitement fades, and before you know it, you're looking ahead to the next thing. That's the suffering the Buddha is talking about. We chase happiness outside of ourselves, through possessions, status, or achievements, and in doing so, we remain trapped. And here's the game-changing insight. The second noble truth tells us that this suffering is caused by attachment. This attachment doesn't just mean clinging to material things. It's a mindset, a deep-rooted belief that more is the answer to our problems. It's like a rat on a wheel, running endlessly but never getting anywhere. A person trapped in a cycle of excessive working hours, constantly striving for more, visibly exhausted. When you tie your happiness to external things, more money, more recognition, more possessions, you create a cycle that's hard to escape. The Buddha teaches us that our attachment to these things is what creates our suffering. But here's the twist. Buddhism doesn't tell you to abandon everything you've worked for. It simply asks you to shift your mindset. It teaches you that true freedom comes from breaking the chains of attachment. Which brings us to the third noble truth. Suffering can end. This is not a pipe dream. This is a real, actionable idea. The Buddha believed that we can liberate ourselves from suffering through wisdom, ethical living, and mental discipline. You can achieve a state of peace where you're no longer attached to outcomes or possessions. But this requires a shift in how we approach our desires and our approach to wealth. So, how does this apply to building financial success? Well, the goal isn't to abandon your dreams of financial security. It's about having the right relationship with wealth. Wealth in Buddhism isn't a problem to be avoided. It's about how you use it, how you relate to it. And the path to freedom from the stress and dissatisfaction around wealth comes from learning how to use money, success, and even your business ventures in ways that align with your deeper values. And that leads us to the fourth noble truth, the path to ending suffering. The Buddha offers us the eightfold path. This isn't just spiritual advice. This is a powerful guide to practical action. How to live with wisdom, ethical integrity, and discipline. The Eightfold Path is essentially a roadmap to creating a life filled with clarity, balance, and yes, financial prosperity. Now let's dive deeper into the Eightfold Path. The first step is right view. To practice right view is to see the world as it truly is, not through the lens of greed, fear, or ego. Right view encourages you to see things as impermanent. Nothing lasts forever. When you understand that everything in life is transient, you start to stop obsessing over the things you can't control. Your financial success becomes more of a tool than an obsession. Let's be real. How many of you have worked yourself to the bone only to feel exhausted, burned out, and empty? Right view teaches you to stop chasing the temporary highs of success and start focusing on creating lasting wealth, both in your bank account and your soul. The richness of life comes not from the accumulation of stuff, but from understanding that everything, including money, is just a tool. This right perspective can make all the difference. Next, we have right intention. This step is about aligning your desires with your true purpose. It's not about saying, "I'll be rich just to be rich." It's about setting intentions that align with what you truly value. Right intention asks you to direct your energy into goals that serve your higher purpose. When you can align your financial goals with your deeper values, your wealth becomes a means to build something greater than yourself. Now think about this. When you set goals that are grounded in integrity, you're more likely to achieve them, and they're more likely to bring you long-lasting fulfillment. Right. Intention isn't just about personal success. It's about ethical success. Are you using your money to create value in the world? Are you working to build something that contributes to the well-being of others? Because when you do, the rewards are far greater than just financial gain. They're also spiritual and emotional fulfillment. Then there's right speech. This one's important, not just for living peacefully, but for cultivating relationships that can enhance your financial success. Right speech is about speaking with honesty, kindness, and respect. Imagine if you brought that approach to your business negotiations, to your work environment, or even to your personal financial interactions. The people you surround yourself with will be a reflection of the energy you put into the world. Right action follows. This is about acting in ways that contribute positively to your own well-being and the well-being of others. For instance, when you make decisions with the goal of creating wealth, are you doing so ethically? Right. Action involves having integrity in business dealings, building wealth in a way that doesn't harm others, and putting in the effort to grow without sacrificing your values. And then there's right livelihood. This is key to achieving long-term financial stability. Right livelihood challenges you to find work that is both financially rewarding and ethically sound. It's not just about making money. It's about making money in ways that align with your values. If your work drains you, or if it conflicts with your core beliefs, right livelihood asks you to reconsider. When you earn money doing what's right and meaningful, not only does your wealth grow, it brings a deep sense of satisfaction and peace. Right effort teaches us that true wealth doesn't come from working tirelessly to reach the top. It comes from working mindfully, with intentionality, and with a sense of purpose. Effort should not drain you, it should enrich you. This also applies to managing your money. Are you putting in the effort to grow your investments, to learn more about financial principles, and to make wise decisions? Right effort teaches you to invest time and energy into growth and opportunity, while avoiding unnecessary stress and burnout. And let's not forget right mindfulness. Mindfulness is about staying present in every moment. Think of mindfulness as the antidote to the mindless, impulsive decisions that can derail your financial success. By practicing mindfulness, you avoid emotional decisions that are driven by fear or greed. Instead, you make decisions that are grounded in clarity and wisdom, whether it's in investments, business strategies, or personal finances. Lastly, we have right concentration. This is about focus. In today's world of distractions, staying focused on your goals is harder than ever. Right. Concentration encourages you to focus your mind and energy on one thing at a time, allowing you to achieve mastery in your chosen field. It's about deep work, where you concentrate fully on your efforts to build something meaningful. By applying the Eightfold Path, you aren't just transforming your relationship with wealth, you're transforming your entire life. Financial success becomes more than just about the numbers in your bank account. It becomes about living a life with purpose, meaning, and integrity. Now, here's the exciting part. The Buddha didn't say, "It's too late for you." No, the path to true wealth and fulfillment is available to you right now. This journey doesn't require you to quit your job or move to a mountain retreat. All it requires is a shift in perspective, a willingness to see the truth, to let go of attachment, and to practice the principles of Buddhism in the world of wealth creation. But don't just take my word for it. I want you to test this out for yourself. Imagine taking one of the principles we've discussed today and applying it to your own life. Perhaps you start with right speech, becoming more mindful in your conversations about money. Or maybe you begin with right effort, focusing your energy on building wealth in an ethical, purposeful way. The results may not be instantaneous, but I promise you, over time, they will compound. And speaking of compounding, that brings us to something even more powerful. The idea that small, intentional actions can lead to monumental results over time. If you're interested in unlocking the full power of compounding, join me for our next video, where we'll dive into how you can apply this principle to your finances and watch your wealth grow exponentially. So, if you're ready to take the next step in your journey toward financial freedom, don't miss that video. Click the link on your screen now, and let's explore the power of compounding together. Until next time, remember that true wealth isn't about how much you have. It's about how wisely you use it. Take care and keep growing.